Yeah, what it dang dizzily doo wop. I am Zachary D, the Palsy Papa, and this is thank you for calling. All right. This is my first trek back into call center related reaction videos. And this one is why call center jobs will disappear, put out by Bloomberg. It's a short little 8-minute clippity do. So I am going to play it, commentate over it. You know how reactions work. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. Oh man, what a familiar sound for me. Ugh.
Around the world, businesses field hundreds of billions of requests from us each year. We want our flights changed, a purchase refunded,
True.
a claim reviewed.
True. Okay.
That takes the labor of millions of agents who tend to our every need. But soon, automation will take over much of that.
Okay. So the premise of this video looks like based on um the first few seconds here. We're about a minute into the 8-minute video at this point. They're claiming automation will take over much of what call centers do. And I agree with it, and we'll see how far they take it. I agree with it on one sense, but I don't think it will be as soon as people might hope, might think. I mean, you might have a different perspective, but I've been doing this since way before my hair was super gray. I've been doing this like 15 years. And there's been this ever looming threat of, oh no, automation is going to take our jibs way before. I mean, pretty far back. I mean, it's been pretty. Um, it's sort of like the whole technology scare. I mean, when IVRs first happened, people were like, "Oh no, they're taking our jibs," and I just don't see it until most people get used to dealing with robots. I think right now, even now, most people prefer to deal with people. Now, will call centers, will actual phone calls be the norm? No, and I think that's why most what you would call call center are being changed to the name contact center. It's understood that we're already shifting away from phone calls. Let's see how they lay it out.
And it starts with the painstaking work of this 23-year-old.
My name is Laura Morales, and I'm a chatbot designer.
Okay, cool. Chatbots. Have you ever tried to deal with a bad chatbot? Yeah. If they're gonna say chatbots are taking my job, okay. Alright. Alright, we'll see.
You probably know the Dominican Republic for its beaches. But further west, in the country's capital of Santo Domingo, there's a bustling hub of call centers for American businesses.
Well, okay. So here's the other issue, right? Of course they have to go away. Of course call center jobs have to go away. And I don't know specifically about the Dominican Republic. I'm not making a statement on that in particular. But typically foreign labor is cheaper than American labor for a number of reasons. I don't know specifically if the Dominican Republic cost of living is less than the cost of living in America. Let me check real quick. One second. I want to. I want to check before we cost of living in Dominican Republic versus U.S. Uh, okay. Let's see. Let's see what it says. Okay, generally, um, at least a little bit less. Not crazy in um, not crazy in all things, but according to this site, it's 42% less for restaurants, 38% less for groceries. Milk's a bit more expensive, 4.9% less for. So it's less overall. So the labor is going to be cheaper. Now, more power to them. Like on both ends, right? More power to the businesses. Like, of course, you got a business to run, you got a responsibility to your shareholders, and the people in the DR need to eat. Pimping, like, get on their phones, put the headset on, and do work, do good work. But like, of course, they have to go away if, in fact, um, if in fact they're already cutting costs by using less expensive labor overseas. Um, of course, they're going to go away because they're obviously trying to cut costs overall. Let's see, because I think Bloomberg here is going to go in a direction I disagree with in just a second.
Laura works for one of them at a company called Outplex.
After you?
Some of Outplex's inquiries are handled by traditional call center agents over the phone. Others are handled by contact center agents over live written chat.
Okay, see, they're laying it out. Okay, I actually like this as a intro back into the series because that's a call center. I mean, you're seeing the inside of it. They're distinguishing between contact center and call center. Good video. Good video.
Last year, the company introduced a third kind of agent, a bot. Laura oversees bots for 3 US-based clients. And these bots greet customers looking for assistance online. The bots resolve simple queries on their own, and the more complicated questions get escalated to a human representative.
Me as an agent, I used to take 3 conversations or just 1 call at the time. With bots, you don't have that limitation.
Alexa, will I need an umbrella tomorrow?
So okay, I'm trying to I wanted to pause a bit there. I'm trying to process that statement. You don't have that limitation. Kind of. But you see, we're still at a point where there are certain inquiries that go to a human. So if I allow an infinite flux into my bot, then what I have as soon as somebody runs into a um, complicated inquiry is wait time. And if it were me, I would want a little bit of wait time on the initial as opposed to jumping right into it. Maybe you make them wait a, a minute or so to stagger the thing, right? But I I haven't seen her data. I haven't seen her what their service level agreements say. I haven't seen what their maybe I should define terms. Um, Service level agreement usually is how fast you answer. a particular contact. And usually a call center and a client will have a service level agreement saying answer X number of calls within and answer X percentage of calls within X number of time to meet your service level. Now, so I don't know, I don't know what she's basing that on to have absolutely zero limitation on the amount of uh, inquiries the bot can handle, because I would be concerned that it's just going to bottleneck out your chat agents. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I haven't seen how many actually get transferred to agents. Obviously, they're not going into that in this video. And then we're coming to Alexa. And oh boy, I can't wait to see what kind. And you heard mine back there, probably, maybe. You heard mine back there. Yep. Well, you can at least see it. You can at least see it. Alexa, see? You can definitely see um, my. So I'm not opposed to this kind of thing. I'm not a. What's it? Good gravy on a hot biscuit, Alexa. My goodness. Um. Either way, I'm not opposed to this kind of thing. I'm not a luddite. I understand that this is the nature of the thing. I just have my own concerns about how fast it's actually going to happen. Whether people want this to happen, I don't know if the market wants it to happen.
It might rain tomorrow. There's a 54% chance.
Bots today are everywhere, and so the people who design their speech are in high demand. The job
True.
is kind of like writing a very dry screenplay
True.
with a
True.
choose your own adventure element for the many ways customers will respond.
Yup.
The hard part comes once the bot goes live.
Can you go to the metrics of over there?
Often, its pre-scripted conversations don't work out the way Laura and her team hope they would. So they're constantly tinkering.
The way to start a day with the bots, I need to check how the bots did on the previous day. So I go into analytics, and my favorite one is this. It's the unmatched phrases.
These are the moments when the bot didn't know what the customer wanted.
Exactly. And I can also see how many clients or visitors clicked on the first button or the second button on the main menu. So if my visitors are not interacting with my menus, that means that maybe something is not right.
Okay.
So it's
Well,
interesting 'cause
I mean, she's
you
thinking
used to
about the
be
kind of thing
coaching
that
human agents,
Mhm.
and
we
now
were
you're
talking.
coaching a robot. Is that easier or harder?
It's easier.
You don't have to worry about hurting a bot's feelings.
You're not
True.
emotional about it.
Facts.
You're just doing what you need.
Facts. This is, man. Oh boy, I could make a whole video on this, but this is why this is one of, if I had to list on a top 3 reasons why bots gonna take our jibs, it'll be because you niggas can't do your job. Like, I realize that a lot of what makes a call center job hard is ultimately, that the person on the other end doesn't really want to be on the phone with you, doesn't really want to be dealing with you, doesn't really want to blah, 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 right? Doesn't really want to do any of that mess with you right now. They don't want to do it. So you're trying to get out as quick as possible. You may not fully understand what to do, when to do, how to do, why to do, the nature of the bit, right? You may not understand what that is. And then you come into a situation where um you get your feelings hurt when all we're trying to do is help you. Like, I'm sure if people in a call center watch this video, I'm sure some people are going to be mad at what I'm about to say. But your job doesn't care about your feelings, care about your mental well-being, care about your emotional well-being. But I don't care about how you feel about having to do something a certain way. Because once you agree to do it, it's finito. once you agree to, I've turned down um, plenty of jobs because they wanted me to do something I couldn't agree with. Right? They wanted me to support things I couldn't support as a Catholic husband of four here in Texas. I can't. There's just uh, certain things I couldn't, wouldn't, wasn't gonna do. So turn down jobs. But once I agree to do a job, I'm gonna do it to the best I understand how. Right? To the best that I can do, I'm gonna do it. And she said it's easier to coach a bot. Well, of course it is because you're not actually having to teach them anything in the traditional sense. You're having to tell it what to do. They don't have to be taught or they don't have to be properly speaking re they don't have to be re-engaged. They're not going to be dealing with their wife at home, blah blah bitty blah bitty blah bitty, right? They're not going to be doing that. So yeah, of course it's easier.
To do for getting the results you want.
This is a bop. This is a bop, bro.
Laura grew up hearing all about the industry.
Hace 24 años yo comencé a escuchar lo que era los call center y se decía que ese era el negocio del futuro.
Recibe tuyo.
Ingresé siendo agente, luego fui escalando posiciones y entiendo que ahora mismo aquí en República Dominicana hay mucha gente joven que necesita trabajar y los call centers son una buena opción para ello.
Okay.
Laura started out as an entry-level agent when she was 17 and worked her way up. Last year, she was chosen to manage her company's first interactive chatbot, and today makes about $8 an hour, which is 4 times what she earned when she first became an agent.
That's what I'm talking about. You've got somebody in a very important position who makes less than the people that I'm training to put on the phone, right? So I am personally concerned that the robo call center, I'll call it, just for lack of a better word, the AI call center is going to take all the US based jobs and then all the stuff like, ooh, I want a supervisor, ooh, I need human interaction, is going to be handled by foreign based agents. For those who've been watching the channel for a while, you know I am disabled. Certain work I cannot do. Not that I would not do it, but cannot physically do it. So this puts me in a situation whereby I have a real, like, it's a strange thing for me because I I want to embrace the future and see where it goes. But if this industry goes away in my working lifetime, I have no idea what I would do. So in a little in a certain sense, this particular video is a bit scary for me, but a good introduction to what I want to do with this series because I also think that you can, um, in one sense, save some jobs by being the best call center agent you can possibly be. And this goes back to me. It goes back to everybody that I'm going to train. It goes back to all of that. So, in some point, I want to talk about good call center habits, and I'll take some of the tropes that are good call center habits, and we'll talk about those, and then we'll talk about whether they're actually good tropes or bad tropes or whatever. And I want to present what an ideal customer service professional looks like.
The transition to work on chatbots took about 3 months to learn various aspects of the job. including training on special software that doesn't require her to code. Laura immediately saw the benefits.
A bot is never late. A bot doesn't
True.
get sick or pregnant. Those are specific human situations that you can't fight. Automation is able to take that out.
Yep, fact.
But her mom had some hesitations.
Okay, Mom,
Lo
talk
vi
to
súper
me.
interesante. La
I thought it
verdad,
was very interesting,
también
but I also
pensé, va a
thought
desplazar a los representantes.
they're going to
Y sí
replace rep,
sentí temor.
and I was scared. Good.
For now, the introduction of the bots hasn't led to any layoffs. Because they've helped Outplex win more business, the company has actually hired more human agents to handle the inquiries that get escalated from the bots.
That's true, too. That's true. That's true as well. I mean, in a certain sense, there is this idea that if I can just handle more stuff, I can get more business, and I can offer it initially at a cheaper rate, and we can do it that way. Where then I think a few companies would win out in in the industry, especially here in the U.S. Right?
But as the technology gets better, it's hard not to worry about how this is all going to play out.
True.
And that was a conversation that required some strong Dominican rum.
Okay.
Eventually, surely we will need fewer human call center agents than we do now.
Automation is our reality. And the skill set that you will need to work at this industry, it's going to be different from the regular agents you have today. I do believe it will get more technical. It will not be dealing with the customer anymore. It will be monitoring the software.
Okay.
And if you don't
That's fair.
adapt, you will need to do something else.
Is there a small part of you that feels guilty for automating away the job that gave you your start in your career and is the job of a lot of your colleagues right now?
Not at all. Like, zero guilt.
Zero guilt?
Yeah. Yeah.
Zero hesitation?
It's happening already.
You might as well be a part of it.
Thank God I'm part of it.
I mean, that's the hustler mentality, bro. Like, I can't even be mad. Why should I feel guilty about something that I didn't like? And she lays out too, like, I'm not saying you're completely useless or whatnot. I'm just saying that if you want to be part of this, you need to adapt. Makes sense to me. We got about a minute left. Let's see what's in
Whether
this
you're a
last minute.
grocer, doctor, factory worker, or journalist, all of our jobs will soon be reshaped by automation.
I think that's fair
Some will
too.
benefit from the new work that will emerge,
This just happens to be
and others will watch their jobs
a very
disappear
easy industry to
with
do
no
it.
clear path to another livelihood.
True.
Managing this transition will be the defining challenge for us in the decades ahead,
Yep.
and we need to be ready for it.
No disagreement there. All right, well, that's my first reaction back to it. Definitely thank you guys for making it clickety clap, doing what it thug thizzly thing thizzly do. Definitely appreciate you guys for watching. If you like that style of video and want to see more, definitely let me know. This is the end of my first week in back to the channel. So let me know what you want more of. You want more of the essay style? I've got to work on those. That's a project as far as that's concerned. These reactions I can kind of crank out. Oh, this is not. Is it? Yeah, this is gonna be video number 3. See, I'm already like losing track of myself. This is video number 3 for the week. So, you guys want more? You want to see it live with the family? You want whatever it is that you want? I'm happy to provide in as far as I can. Definitely thank you for watching. I am Zachary D, the Palsy Papa, and this is Thank You for Calling. As always, tickle that notification pickle. Punch that subscribe button right in the nuts. And lick that like button. Let me know what you want in the comment box. And I'll see you next time. You dig?